the hate army troll.
It's the hate army,
Bro. Hate army.
Shout out to hate.
Good vibes to the
Shout
hate
out to
army.
hate.
Shout out to hate.
Shout out
Shout
for
out to
hate.
hate.
Shout out to hate.
Shout out for
Shout
hate.
out for hate.
Last night, for the first time in over a month, I played with Blanka in Street Fighter 5, or excuse me, Street Fighter 6. In fact, I looked it up. The last time I had played with Blanka was September 1st, and that was the day when I hit master level with Blanka on PS5. So that was it. It had been pretty much exactly a month since I had used the character. Now, I knew playing with Blanka was going to be interesting because, number one, I haven't used him in a month. I'm rusty. Number two, this is master level. This isn't climbing the ranks, grinding through Platinum and Diamond. This is the higher level gameplay. So I knew right off the bat that I was going into something that was likely going to be way more challenging than what I had faced before. And so I'm like, all right, well, let's see how it goes, and let's test it out, right? So I tested it out. And I'll be honest with you guys, it was very hit or miss, all right? Some of the matches went really well. Some of the matches went horribly. Now, when I say horribly, it's for various different reasons. In some matches, I was just so rusty that I got outplayed. And I got mixed up or whatever. I actually fought my first Aki in Master. And the Aki was interesting because when the Aki got something going, they could continuously just attack you and keep you mixed up and guessing, and you lose easily. But then the moment you shut down that rushdown pattern, the Aki had no idea what to do, and I beat the Aki. So it was kind of like, almost like a 50-50 chance. You know what I'm saying? Of how you were going to perform. So, in that regard, I kind of knew that's how it was going to be. Alright? But, what annoyed me, and what will continue to annoy me in this game, is that, again, I tend to play characters, at least right now in Street Fighter 6. Alright, Jasper, you got to go to the floor now. In Street Fighter 6, I tend to not pick the top tiers. Let's be honest, I haven't used a single one. I tried Luke, I never really continued with Luke. We all know who the top tiers are. Ew, now I have one of his hairs in my mouth. In Street Fighter 6, Ken, Juri, DJ, JP. Some would argue Chun-Li, but someone would say that she's more mid-tier or higher mid-tier, lower top tier. Those are kind of the ones that everyone agrees, right? Oh, Cammy as well. There's like 5 or 6 characters that are absolutely known to be top tier in this game. And then you've got the mid-tiers, all right? And the mid-tiers have some advantages, and they can do better than some. Jasper, no, you're not going to eat that one. Jasper, if you're going to act up, you're going to have to leave. I'm not going to have you chewing wires to get my attention, so you can just stop that right now. You know better. You know better than to chew wires, and I don't want to put up with this morning. It's for your own good. Stop that. Jasper, what did I just say? You're going to listen to your father. Going to listen to your dad, or you're going to get grounded and no allowance. Could you just relax, please, Jasper? Seriously. Now he walks up for pets. This is how this cat is, because all he wants is attention. That's the only reason he's doing it. He's not chewing the wire because he wants to chew it. He's chewing it because he wants my attention. And he's upset that I'm talking with you guys and I'm not talking with him and I'm not paying attention to him. Not every moment can be for you, Jasper Kitty. I'm sorry. Not every moment. All right? I'm sorry. It's just not possible. All right. Can I get back to what I was saying? Okay. So, as I was playing through Master Ranks with Blanka, a lot of matches I got outplayed, and that's fine. Because if you get outplayed, at the very least you could say, okay, I got beaten, and now I know I'm getting beaten or whatever. But, top tier characters in Master, they're very hard to beat. Why? Because people are playing patterns. And these are the patterns that people have now mastered in 4 months of this game being out. And these patterns are very hard to beat. Especially with these characters who have dominant ranged moves, like DJ throwing his double projectiles. Ken, don't even get me started on how ridiculous he is with his midstream fireball, but then jabs and fierce punches that beat everything. It's tough, and these people don't have to try. I'm sorry, they just don't. They just play a pattern. It's a flowchart they've memorized. It's like muscle memory to them. See someone do this move, immediately do this move. 80% of the time it stops them, so just do it. Now, the 20% of the time that it doesn't stop them, they get punished, but they don't care. It hits 80% of the time, so why not just do it? And how do you think they ended up in Master? It wasn't because they were thinking and because they're intelligent and they're good at the game. It's because they played a flowchart that wins 80% of the time. So it's frustrating. It really is. It's very frustrating to try to beat the high-level flowchart top-tier stuff, especially when I'm not using a top tier myself. I don't play with top-tier characters. Blanka, arguably, is high mid-tier, maybe low top tier. Honda, mid-tier. Lily, bottom of the barrel. That's who I'm using in Master Ranking, you understand? So it's rough for me to try to win these matches. But by far, the thing that really upset me last night was the insane amount of dropped moves and combos. And you could say, well, maybe that's you, Phil, because you haven't played Blanka in a month. Fair enough. I'll take responsibility and say, I know that probably some of that was problems. So sometimes I'm not doing anti-airs properly. My timing is delayed. But there's a difference between, okay, I picked the wrong move, did the wrong thing, took too long, and I'm in the middle of a basic 3-hit combo, and the second hit doesn't come out. Again and again and again. That's a problem. Blanka's basic bread and butter combo. Standing roundhouse, standing fierce punch, coward crouch, fierce punch. It's 3 hits. It juggles. You can do tons of things with that. You need it. You need it in every situation. Whether you hit with a drive impact, whether you block a move and you're punishing, if you're drive rushing and doing that combo. You need that combo. I'm not kidding you. There were multiple matches, maybe 5 or more matches last night where I would have won a set if that basic 3-hit combo came out and it either dropped the input or it came out somehow with improper timing that it didn't combo. It's one of the easiest combos in the game. I'm sorry, I've played the game for over 4 months. I've played Blanka more than any other character. I know how to do the 3-hit combo. I'm not going to accept responsibility for the fact that this game won't give me basic combos online. I will not do that. Again, yes, I definitely messed up in these matchups with things like, okay, I didn't think fast enough, so I didn't react fast enough to a jump in, all right? But a 3-hit combo not coming out for a fucking person who's been playing Street Fighter since the 1990s, that's bullshit. So I'm calling it. It's bullshit. It's either one of many factors. It could be my joystick. I would prefer not to think so. I've played with this joystick offline and don't have issues. It's only online when all of a sudden the issues magically arise, okay? It could be the format I'm playing on. I'm playing on PS5. I'm playing with this joystick. Maybe that adds some factors. I don't know. It could be the netcode. It could be that this rollback netcode favors people who just do a pattern rather than someone who's doing a combo that's different on the fly. We analyzed netcode a couple days ago on my React show and how essentially netcode assumes you're always doing the same thing. So if you're someone who's not doing the same thing, you have a higher chance of your input being dropped than someone who just does the same thing over and over. That's bad, but that's rollback netcode, right? There was another really interesting factor, all right, that was definitely prominent last night. If you go back and you watch the 2.5 hours that I played this Master ranked gameplay, and this was the first time I had ever played in Master, all right? I'm not exaggerating here. I think almost 95% of the matches I played said they were cross-platform. Now, if you guys aren't aware, what that means is it means that I'm not playing people who are also playing on PS5 like I am. I'm either playing people who are playing on Xbox or PC. But sales numbers have proven that this game did not sell well on Xbox. It's been selling tons on PC and tons on PlayStation. Xbox sales, I believe people said, was 10 to 15% of the total sales of the game, right? So I want you to think about that. It's claiming that I'm playing everyone cross-platform. We know almost no one bought it on Xbox. What does that mean? The vast majority of people who are playing this game on Master level are all on PC. Why? Why? Why is everyone playing this game at a pro level playing it specifically on PC? There's got to be a reason. Now, I'm not some big analyst. I'm not in the FGC. I'm not someone who's following the trends. You know what I mean? All I know is that people have been finding ways to get advantages on PC, and I'm not saying they're unfair advantages, but I'm saying that specifically, in the last decade, people have found that when you play the PC versions of these games, you can find ways to get better performance. Whether that means that the game runs better on PC, whether that means that there's reduced input lag, whether it means that there's somehow reduced latency or whatever it may be. They are finding ways to get a better response on PC. Because here's the thing, and here's what you got to understand. Despite the fact that people like to cite statistics from 4 months ago, by the way, because initially when this game came out in June, there was testing across the board and essentially said it's all the same except PS4. If you're playing the PS4 version of the game, there's way more input lag, but all versions are equal. That was 4 months ago. And in 4 months, a lot changes, especially when you get your hands on the final version of a game. I guarantee you there is something going on in the competitive fighting game community where they've all figured out that if you play on PC, you can find a way to get better performance. Why else would everyone be playing it on PC? It literally doesn't even make sense. Why would they all be doing it at master level? It's more expensive to play this game on PC. It is. You have to get a system that's better to run it well. You'd have to get everything working on PC as opposed to just buy a console, pop it, and done, right? So there's got to be a reason why every pro player is playing this on PC. And everyone's following suit. And I guarantee you that if you go ahead and you look into the community and you do some technical research, you'll find out why. It's probably all prominently there that they found ways to make it run better and perform better on PC. I guarantee it. So what's funny to me is that I'm playing at Master and I'm like, I can't even do a basic 3-hit combo, yet every PC player I'm playing seems to have great execution. I mean, insane amount of reaction to drive impact. I don't think I hit anyone. I think I hit one person with a drive impact last night, and every other time I tried it was instant reaction to drive impact. Huh? Instant. Really? I can't do anything instantly. If I try to do anything instantly on PS5, there's delay. They're instantly reacting to drive impact? There's something going on, obviously, right? So here's the thing. Is this like so game-changingly crippling that you cannot play the game? Of course not. No. But it's definitely an unfair advantage in my opinion. If you're playing a competitive fighting game and you want to get good at it, and you're now at the level where the only way to get better is to play a certain group of people, i.e. Master Rank. And the vast majority of people in Master Rank apparently are having an unfair advantage because of the platform they're playing on. That's just not fair. I'm sorry, it's bullshit. And offline, this would never be an issue because offline, everyone plays the same platform. So whether you're playing on Xbox, PS5, or PC, and you're all playing on the same hardware, there's no unfair advantage. But apparently there is a distinct unfair advantage playing this game online. And I'm sorry, you should not be punished because you don't have a high-end gaming PC. You should have the same performance as everybody else. It's just not right. And the way I see it is this is the future. Because everyone wanted cross-platform, right? Everyone said we want the biggest player base possible, and cross-platform is the way to do that. But essentially, the moment that you went cross-platform, you opened the floodgates to this level. Now, I'm not calling it cheating. I will refuse to do that because I don't think it's cheating. If you're a competitive player, you want to have every advantage you can get, that's fair. I'm not accusing these people of hacking or using unfair advantage. I'm just saying it really is ridiculous that one platform seems to have such advantage. So every time I go to play this game online, I'm going to have to face this. Not only am I facing people who play way more than me and probably have crazy muscle memory, better execution, thousands more matches under their belt than I have with these characters, but also now everything I do is delayed and my inputs drop more. Oh, that's just great, isn't it? Like, I mean, wow. It wasn't hard enough for someone like me who's not in the FGC, not a pro, not aspiring to be that, to try to hang at this level. Now you're telling me everyone else has an advantage because they all got the game on PC too. It's like, ooh. So all I can say is it is what it is. You know, I'm not going to sit here and freak out. Good thing is I'm not a competitive fighting game player. I'm not aspiring to go to tournaments and do better. Then I would be upset. I'd legitimately be upset. And I'd be like, man, now I got to go buy a $2,000 PC to play this fucking game because everyone else has one too, and that's the only way to hang. Like, that's bullshit. So luckily, it's not that serious for me. But I just want everyone to understand, as I continue to play the game, I will get better. likely my execution just in general will get better anyway. But you got to understand this again is just going to be a crazy uphill climb, where everything is against me, because this is just how it is today. It's not how it used to be, where everyone had the same level of advantage or a level of chance. This is what competitive gaming has become. How do you get the upper hand, right? So let's do it. Let's just get every unfair upper hand advantage you possibly can get just to play online. I want you to think about that. The online play of the game, that means nothing. It means absolutely nothing. It's just practice. But these people care about it so much, they go out and they buy $2,000, $3,000 PCs to play this fucking game online. It's insanity when you think about it, but that's just how it is these days. Oh well, I guess, right? Anyway, I last night was not necessarily angry, because I wasn't, thankfully. I did not get angry, and I'm happy that I did not get angry, okay? Because I felt like if I did get angry, I would have played way worse, right? But I can tell you that it was rough going. I won 24 matches, and I lost 32, okay? So that's only a 43% win-loss ratio. If you go back and you watch the matches, you would realize I would have won at least 10 more matches if the execution came out, if the combos didn't drop. Because there were matches where I'm right in the middle of winning, and then all of a sudden I can't do a 3-hit combo. Or, okay, here comes the finishing move, and like, I remember once I did standing roundhouse, anti-air. They're juggled. I did Blanka ball, super. Now, the game is delayed enough, you have to do the motion for Blanka ball and then the motion for super back-to-back. If you don't, you won't get the super cancel. So I do launcher, Blanka ball, super. The game gives me launcher, standing medium punch, and then super after it. Which doesn't even make sense, because I want you to think about this. If you did standing medium punch and it whiffed, there should be enough recovery on that now the super doesn't come out. The super came out anyway. Just proving my point about the incredible amount of delay in this game, despite the fact that it claims that, it has a certain connection, certain latency. It's bullshit. So that's what I mean. It's not only a situation of, oh, I can't even get a basic combo. I can't do any of these basics. They drop like crazy. So there were multiple matches. I would argue 10 out of all the matches I play. And if you do the math, if the 10 matches went in my favor because the moves came out, I would have won 34 matches and lost 22. So it is what it is. All I can do is keep plugging away and try to get better and try to succeed in a situation where literally all circumstances will be against me if I continue to play on PS5. And there's nothing I can do about it besides finding $2,000 to $3,000 to drop on a gaming PC, which obviously I don't want to do. I think that would be pretty stupid to spend that much money on a PC just to play Street Fighter, especially again because I'm not aspiring to be a pro player. I think it's ridiculously unfair that there's this level of advantage, that they're not dropping moves, they can react. Like I said, instant. I'm not even talking, slight reaction. Instant reaction to drive impact. While when I do mine, the best I can do is maybe at the last chance it comes out. With them, it's instant. Like, get the fuck out of here. Right? That's insanity. Now, there's going to be more Master gameplay coming this Wednesday. So we'll see how it goes. I'm hoping to incrementally get better. I don't want to have a 20 wins, 40 losses night every time I play this game. Hopefully I won't, but I guess we'll have to find out. I don't know what else to say. The funny part is everyone's now parroting each other in the chat. What about your TV? You mean my brand new Sony TV that I bought a year ago that we looked up and has insanely low input lag compared to other TVs? The same TV that I've been playing games like Lies of P on, Wolong Fallen Dynasty on, and I'm perfect parrying everything? That TV? What are you talking about? The TV that I literally don't have problems with any game. But now you're going to blame my TV. What it's funny about is everyone always wants to point the finger at anything but what the obvious problem is, right? But it must be this instead. It could probably... No, it's not any of the bullshit that you can make up. It's the game. The game gives unfair advantage to one platform. And there's nothing you can do about it besides try to play better or deal with it or buy a fucking PC. All right? Like, what are you... I mean, geez. It's just like, how How do you make excuses for fucking Capcom? Like, why would you do that exactly? They're not going to kiss your ass. They're not going to send you a collector's edition package of Street Fighter 6 because you said, oh, it's your TV is the reason why this is happening. Okay? They don't like you. You can stop trying to be the Capcom Defense Force. You know? And this doesn't buy you brownie points or anything like that. You understand? Anyway, so that's my experience. And the thing is, I did have fun. Like, playing it with Blanka again for the first time in a month was fun. And I feel like if I play more with Blanka, I would have a better time. Like, if I keep playing with Blanka and plugging away, I'll probably get a bit better. I'll get some more strategies and things. And likely, I'll end up being better and getting a better record. But I got to get there. And that's the thing. It's going to take grinding. Just like it did to grind to master, this now is going to be a grind to get into that mentality of how to play in master, right? A lot of the things that I was doing in the lower ranks likely will not work in master. You know, some people, it's funny because some people would not tech a throw once and others teched every throw. It's like, damn, that's crazy. So some people are just at a different level in master, right? So you got to adjust. And I will. I'll get better, all right? But yeah, it's disheartening right now. The initial response or the initial feeling I had was a little bit of disappointment and feeling disheartened because I had worked hard to get to master twice with Blanka, and now that I'm there, oh well, you're at a disadvantage to everyone, just deal with it. Oh, well, no, that shouldn't be like that. It should be that everyone's on equal footing. This is the equivalent of back in the day, me going to an arcade, and here's Street Fighter on a cabinet, and the person on the left-hand side, their controls work perfectly, and on the right-hand side, for some reason, the buttons don't work half the time. But you're still paying the same money to play the game, and you're still expected to play at a competitive level, and if you lose, you still got to get off the cabinet. Well, how is that fair? And I dealt with that all the time back in the day. It's the same feeling, you know? It pisses you off, and you're annoyed. At the same time, though, I controlled my anger, and I am happy about that. That now, you know, unlike when I was playing with Aki last week, where there was a lot going on personally in my life, and it really was driving me nuts. I'm more cool and calm and collected this week. So even though I was upset, I wasn't punching the joystick. I wasn't super angry or anything. You know, for me, it was more, I was upset that things were dropping. It wasn't being upset at the people I'm playing, which, yeah, some of them were pattern players. But it was more being upset that I can't even get my moves out. You know what I mean? That's a different feeling. So, tomorrow night will be more Street Fighter 6 Master Ranked with Blanka. I'm going to play with him again, and we're going to see what I can figure out and pull off. All right? Guarantee you, what I would like statistically, if someone could actually analyze this, I would enjoy this. Tell me how many people actually play on PS5 that I play, and how many people are cross-platform.
We lead the world in computerized data collection!
Because cross-platform, 90% of them are PC. So let's find out how many people statistically play on PC at Master Rank. Because it's going to be interesting to analyze how many people have an advantage over others. It's pretty ridiculous.
Tipping me helps me more than anything.